Hi, this is Minty. Welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to our channel. So in this video is part 2 of my car ramble workplace drama mess, and it is a mess. But before I start, let's get our little gum chewing. I'll get our little gum chewing already for this video. But this is my Bucky's cup. I love me some Bucky's. And I fill it up with ice and water because I gotta stay hydrated in these streets because it is summertime and it's hot. But anyway, so let me start. So if you didn't watch part 1, please watch it. You have to watch it. So I'm gonna do a real quick recap. So 2 employees resigned because they were having an intimate relationship. So anyway, everyone in the office thought it was over with. They resigned. We could all move on with our business. But what happened was, I went back to work because I took 2 mental health days because that job was getting on my nerves. So I went back to work. We had a mandatory staff meeting as usual. And get this, they wanted all the employees to sign a document stating that if you have a intimate relationship with one another, you will be terminated. So I'm like, what the heck? What the heck is going on here? I've been at the company for 20 years, been in that department for 20 years, never had to deal with any kind of crap like this. So, everyone signed it, and but me, I gotta ask questions. I just can't be signing anything. I gotta ask questions. So I was like, okay, so this document that we're signing is company-wide. It's for all the employees in the company, right? My department head said, no, it's only for this department. It's only for our department. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. You're trying to tell me that you want us to sign some type of document just for our department and put it in our personnel file? I said to her, that's not right. That's not right. If we're going to sign a document like that could be grounds for termination, it needs to be company-wide. It shouldn't just be interdepartmental. It should be company-wide. So she said, no, it's not company-wide. It's just for our department. And she said, anybody that do not want to sign it has grounds to be terminated. I looked at her. I could not believe what she said. So let me tell you what I did. I got up from that staff meeting. I marched down to HR, and I wanted to speak to the HR director. So I told her, what happened, what's going on, and she was familiar with what was going on, because she's HR. So I told her what our department head wanted to do. Wanted us to sign this document and keep it in our personnel file. So the HR said, well, really, your department head really should not do that. But if they want to do it, they can do it. So I said, wait a minute. I said, you're HR. I said, you should be able to determine if that's allowed, if that's legal. You should be determining that. So she said, well, we really don't like our department heads to do things like that, but it's up to the discretion of other department heads. So if the department head wants you to sign it, you should just sign it and just move on. So I told the HR director, I said, I'm not signing it. I said, it's not fair. I said, why are you penalizing me? I said, let me tell you something. I'm not trying to have no type of relationship with nobody in that office because they're all weird. I'm not trying to have no type of personal relationship, intimate relationship. Again, I am not trying to have no intimate relationship with no one in the office. So she said, just sign it. I said, okay, you know what? I'm not signing it. So anyway, I left her office because she didn't help, which is ridiculous. So I went back to my office, and my department head was like, standing in the doorway waiting for me. And she's like, Minty, I'm so sorry. I just felt like we had to do this, and just sign the document, and we'll put it in a personal file. You don't have to worry about it. Because it doesn't apply to you. It just applies to other people in the office, but it doesn't apply to you. But I just need for all the employees in this department to sign it. And I told her, I said, I'm not signing it. I said, you know what? I've overlooked a lot of things in this office. I overlooked promotions. I applied for a lot of promotions in this department, never received it. I applied for, like, you know, different pay raises, never received it. And I overlooked it. And I just, you know, turned my head. But I said, you know what? I'm not turning my head. I'm not turning my head on this, because this is not fair. It's not fair. And then you're going to try to make it mandatory and try to fire me. So she's like, no, Mitzi, no, we don't want you to go, because, you know, you are, we value you. We value your work ethic. We just, you know, you're just so great for this department. But we really need for you to sign this document. And I told her, I said, you know what, honey child, I'm not signing it. I'm not signing it. So she said, well, I understand how you feel, and we really don't want to lose you. But if you don't sign this, then, you know, you will be terminated. So I said, well, I guess I'll be terminated because I'm not signing it. So she said, so she was like, well, no, just you know, just relax. So she said, well, you know, we have this big event coming up next week, and I don't want you to make any harsh decisions until after the event. And I said to her, well, yeah, you don't want me to make any decisions because I'm responsible for the event. I'm doing most of the work for that event. So you don't want to lose me because no one else knows how to do that work. Well, that's not it. But I just think that, you know, I want you to have take time to think about everything. I don't want to make any harsh decisions, because I don't want to lose you. You're a great employee. And I just told her, I said, you know what? Again, I'm not signing it. Now, if they make this, again, I said, if they make this document company-wide, I would sign it. But you're not going to be penalizing me for some dumb mess. So I said, I'm not signing it. I'm not going to sign it. So she said, well, just calm down. I said, no, I'm not calm. You calm down. You know, I said, with your silly rules. And she said, well, that's not nice. That's not nice. So anyway, I just stopped talking to her. So I was in the office doing whatever. I said, you know what? I have to leave. I don't feel good. I gotta go. So she said, yeah, okay, yeah, just go home and relax and just think about everything, because again, we do really value you, and we don't want to lose you. We really don't want to lose you. So just go home and think about everything. So I said, whatever. Child, between me and you, between me and my wonderful supporters, I am not signing that. I'm not signing that. When I heard that mess, my mom used to always say, my mother used to always say, if you don't stand up for something, you'll fall for anything. And you know what? I'm standing up for myself, because that's not fair. So let's see what happens, because they want to try to keep me around for another week, because we had this big special event, and you know, and I'm in charge of it, so they want to try to keep me around. I don't think so. I got almost a year's worth of vacation time and probably a couple months of sick time. I'm taking that time. I'm taking that time. And they feel like that if they want to terminate me, you know what? Go bye. Good riddance. Bye. That's crazy. You're trying to penalize me for something that I did not do. No. And trying to put stuff in my personal file. No. I've been with that company for 20 years. I never had to do anything like that, and I'm not going to start now. I'm not going to start now. And you know, when you put stuff in personal files, and then, you know, if you ever want to try to, you know, go to a different department, they always look at your personnel file, and they'll see that in the personnel file. Oh no, because they might think I was trying to do something wrong with another employee, not me. But anyway, so let's see what happens. But I'm gonna tell you what's going to happen. I ain't signing it, and if I ain't signing it, you know what's going to happen. So let's see. Let's see. So stay tuned. We got a couple more days. We have a couple more days to see what happens. But I'm going to make my decision before we have to do this special event, because you're not going to be using me. You're not going to be using my work ethic, you know, for something, and not trying to help me, you know. But anyway, stay tuned, because there'll probably be a part 3, because this is ridiculous. All right. So drop in the comment. Do you think I should sign? You think I should sign that document? Drop in the comments. Do you think I should sign it? Because I ain't signing it. Regardless, I'm not signing it. But drop in the comments if you think
if you think I should sign it. And what would you do? Because I think it's unfair. I really do. Like I said, I've been with that company for 20 years. 20 years. And they're going to treat me like this. Not over here. Not Minty. Minty don't play for that. All right. Well, anyway, thank you for watching my videos and commenting and liking. Thank you. But just, again, drop in a comment what you think I should do. All right. Thank you. God bless you. See you in part 3. I guess I'll have a job or maybe not. I don't know. But we'll see. Bye.